Hey guys, it's Joshy here and I'm back with another Ultra Sun Ultra Moon dice battle. So I love these things and it's been a while since I actually did this one. It wasn't like super recent, but I finally got around to uploading it. It was against Nacho off my Discord, so if you want to have a battle with me, whether dice or not, jump on my Discord, it is linked down below. Now if you are quickly wondering, quick summary, if you go to the first video it has more in it, but if you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, you use the move corresponding with that number downwards. 5 makes you swap, but you can swap which Pokemon. 6, you do whatever you want. And when a Pokemon dies, you have to roll to select which Pokemon you are going to get. But anyway, I rolled to get Chatot first Pokemon. He got Torterra. So I got 4, which is Steel Wing. I knew it wouldn't do much anyway. So I was a little bit upset. But anyway, he actually ended up getting, not too great. So anyway, I got a 3, which is Aerial Ace. I was like, sweet, good. Does a nice chunk of damage to Big Bear here. Then he gets Frenzy Plant. I was like, damn it, no. But I just live it, which is perfect because I follow this up with a 6, allowing me to go for my Z move. Now, I was thinking, do I nuke this thing with an Aerial Ace Z move? No, I do not. I am going for a Mirror Move Z move, which will give me +2 in my attack, and this will allow me then to use Frenzy Plant. Now, if you are wondering, you can only use Mega Evolution or Z move on a 6. Other than that, you can't use them. So I was very lucky to get this early on. Usually I'm not this lucky. So I'm like, yes, but it's not stabbed and I am a Chatot. Luckily he must recharge, so I get a free turn. I then continue with the next 6 so I can get Aerial Ace, and that's going to take him out. I'm +2 now, so he's gone. So he's down. So Nacho rolls and the Pokemon ends up getting his Palisand. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not really liking Ghost Pokemon against my team, let me tell you that. So I rolled a 4. I thought, not bad, Steel Wing. Can live with that. It does okay damage, but this thing with Rocky Helmet's going to kill me. But obviously he's a very defensive. So, it's a shame because he got Earth Power, so he couldn't have done anything to me. So anyway, I got Gothitelle, and I'm like, I'm not in love with this matchup, but I don't hate it. We'll see what happens. So anyway, I end up rolling a 5, so I have to swap straight back out. So, it's not like it did much. So I was like, yeah, cool. Lopunny, again, another normal type with normal and fighting moves. I'm a little bit worried. And then it nearly does half plus lowers my special defense. So I'm like, great, this isn't looking good. So anyway, obviously I roll a 4, so nothing happens. And he gets Shore Up, so this thing's healing itself now. And I'm like, oh my god, damn it. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go again. So I get 4. So I get Return again. I'm like, great. Luckily, he gets Shadow Ball, so I get a free turn. Then I finally get a 1, so I'm like, sweet. Ice Punch. Does okay damage, hoping for a freeze. Don't get it. Rocky Helmet, all that jazz. And now he's going to Earth Power me again, so Lopunny's down. So I'm like, not the best start. Not the worst. So I got Shimmy Seer, and I was like, sweet, okay, I'm happy with Shimmy Seer. I get a 6, so I'm like, yes, I'm just going for this Fire Blast. This is a max speed, max special attack, Life Orbs Shimmy Seer, or Simmy Seer, but you can't get them in girls that often, so Shimmy Seer it is. And so yeah, I take him out, so I'm like, sweet. Then Huntail comes in, this shiny Huntail, and I was like, don't like this. So he goes for Sucker Punch. Does hit me, does obviously decent damage. I am a Simmies here. And so I go for a Fire Blast. I got a 4. Does over half because I'm Life Orb. So I'm like, sweet, let's take this thing out. So roll again. I get Focus Blast and I miss. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. That would have taken out this thing for sure. But you can't help it. It's Focus Blast or Focus Miss or whatever you want to call it. But it's only 30% chance to miss, so it's decent. So I'm down to the Hydro Pump. Roll. I get Remoraid, so Remoraid's coming in here. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see what we're doing. So I get Bounce, I'm like, not bad. This is a Hustle Remoraid, so it does do alright damage with max, max attack. So I'm like, okay, let's hit him. Hopefully we can take him out. It's great he gets a Sucker Punch there, so I'm not even going to take damage. So I hit him, and I'm like, yeah, not bad. But of course, this thing is carrying whatever Wiki. I don't think it's Wiki. What one is it? Oh, it is a Wiki Berry, sorry. So I'm like, great, that's another lot of half HP. I roll a 5, not the worst thing, because at least I don't have to lose Remoraid there, which sounds weird saying I want to keep Remoraid. So I get Squiggles. I haven't bought one of these guys out for ages. Not the best IVs overall. So I ended up rolling 4, so that's Focus Punch. Unfortunately gets Hydro Pump. I was hoping, see the good thing with a Dice Battle and Focus Punch, you can come off lucky if they have to swap. So at this stage, I've got 3 left, he's got 4, so it's not too bad. He gets a Sucker Punch off now. Now, the other good thing is I got a 6, so I went for Stomping Tantrum because it's going to be double the power because Focus Punch didn't work. But it doesn't matter because it didn't. So now he's going to swap. We obviously rolled a 5 and gets Bayonet. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not happy about this either because I'm carrying normal and fighting moves. This is my 3rd Pokemon that doesn't benefit from this matchup. So I get 4, Focus Punch. I just go for it again, hoping he ends up with a swap. He does not. He gets a Charge Beam off. Luckily, he doesn't get the boost because this thing, as I said, can be pretty scary depending on the moves he covers. Pop my Wiki Berry. Lost my focus. Yeah, cool. So I roll a 2, so I'm like, okay, well that's not too bad, at least, you know, it's a move change, but I can't remember what 2 is off the top of my head. I think it's Drain Punch, is it? Yeah, it is. So, you know, I'll get at least some HP back, and when I say some, I mean minimal. So, you know, but then again, it's better than not being able to hurt them. So, I'm like, okay, well, I rolled a 2 again, so I was like, Drain Punch again. Not the worst. And Bayonet's going to come back in. So his 5 saves him from any further damage, or chip damage, I should call it, really. And then he gets Dazzling Gleam, so I'm like, okay, will that take me out? Probably not from that range. So I get Stomping Tantrum again on 3. I'm like, sweet, good. I did not be able to hit. So it does a nice chunk there. I'm like, cool. And then the Charge Beam, I'm like, oh, I don't like this, please don't boost, please don't boost. It doesn't boost again, which does really suck. I think something of Charge Beam needs to be boosted, whether it be the boost rate or the accuracy rate. So now I get 6, so I thought I'm just going to go for a Focus Punch. Unfortunately, he doesn't end up swapping. I thought I was probably going down anyway, but I thought I'd take a chance, and it didn't pay off. So I get Gothitelle to come in, and so I'm like, okay, sweet. So, okay, this thing is Assault Vested, not a problem for when we have only physical attackers left. Yes, I said physical attackers, and I have Gothitelle. So luckily I get a 4, which is Zen Headbutt, thank Lord, because again, as I said, I am worried because even Gothitelle carries 2 fighting moves and 1 psychic move, and then the other one's a status move. So Masquerade's going to get the Aqua Jet. I'm like, cool, physical set, does alright damage. I'm worried about bug moves, whether it be lunge, U-turn, or what it's carrying. But I got a 6, so I'm like, sweet, Zen Headbutt, you're just going to take that one. That's all that's going to matter. So it does nice. I get my lefty's recovery, and I'm like, okay, get a 2, not too bad, but he obviously resists it. And he's going to swap into Huntail. So I'm like, yep, that actually works alright for me because number 2 is Low Sweep, which is actually really cool because this is a max attack, max speed Gothitelle, and a lot of Pokemon, when hit with a, because Gothitelle's got base 60 speed, when hit with a Low Sweep, actually make them slower. So now I roll a 4 to follow that up, giving me a Zen Headbutt, and it doesn't freaking take it out. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. It puts him on like 1 or 2 HP. I was like, God damn it. That, I don't know if rolls would have changed anything or what, but it was just interesting. So yeah. Anyway, I roll a 5, so I've got to swap out into Remoraid, which is dangerous because Remoraid can go down, and Remoraid is not focus sashed or anything. He is actually a Z move as well, bringing 2 in case I don't get a 6 roll on my first one, you know, all that jazz. Anyway, I get C-Bomb on a 2, which is sweet, because that is easily enough to, you know, change over, and now he's down to 2. So he's also got his own little squiggles type of guy, Spinder here. So I end up rolling a 4, which is bounce. So I'm like, cool, at least it's damage. It'll do, you know, it won't be too bad. And so he has Shadow Ball. So I'm like, okay, this is a special or a mixed Spinder. So he ends up obviously rolling a 5 back into Masquerain. I thought, yes, oh my gosh, yes. Let me smash this Masquerain with a bounce. This is going to be really interesting. And I miss. I'm like, oh, yay. So Masquerain goes for the U-turn, obviously rolled that one, so I'm like, okay, pretty big damage. I'm down from 1 more hit, so I need to be careful, or I don't really have much choice with the dice, but he's going to swap now, and I should be able to get a hit off onto his Spinder. I got Waterfall, and I miss. I'm like, this is going gloriously. So I roll a 5 back into my only other Pokemon left alive, and yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, let's hope he doesn't do too much. Let's see what he does. He has a Potato Berry, so that's a little bit worrying. But he actually rolled a 5 too, so we both have to swap out here. And his Masquerain comes back in. So I'm like, I am worried about this thing, because if it hits me with a U-turn, that could be enough to take me out, because I am not I haven't got any defense investment. So he gets Fell Sting. I'm like, okay, let's see. I'm like, holy shit, that did a lot. U-turn would have killed me. Thank God that was not U-turn. So I got Zen Headbutt luckily on the roll, and that is enough to take out the Masquerain. So that major threat is down now, thank Lord. And so now I have to just deal with the Spinda. Now, trust me, I've seen them before. You can come back with one Pokemon left alive and win the whole thing. So anyway, Spinda, let's see what's going to happen. So Spinda goes for the Sucker Punch. I'm like, oh, I live on 1 HP. I'm like, yes! I'm like, that's payback from earlier. So I got Zen Headbutt. I thought that's not bad damage. I'm not going to take him out with one more Zen Headbutt. I have to do something about it. So I roll a 3, and that's cool because 3 is Attract. So I'm like, yep, okay, cool. Attract him, get him going like that. He's in love with me, which is fair enough. Look at me. And so he's immobilized by love. So I'm thinking, thank Lord. Because the longer he's immobilized by love, the more I recover, the less chance I have of going down easy. So you got all that. So anyway, I rolled a 6, and I thought, well, I can't take him out from this range. I don't even think Low Sweep would take him out completely, just leave him low. So I went for a Power-Up Punch, because this guy does come from Gen 6. So that way I could get that little bit of a boost in case it was needed, depending on my roll. So anyway, again, I roll a 4 here, and so I'm like, okay, Zen Headbutt. All I have to do is survive. He doesn't get through to the Sucker Punch, and so then I am able to get a Zen Headbutt off and take this thing out. So I'm like, yes, thank you. That was a awesome dice battle. Also, just a quick note, I just found a shiny Meltang on Pokemon Go. But anyway, back to this. So if anyone is wondering as well, with a 5, if you do get down to your last Pokemon, a 5 actually does become a 6 if there's your last Pokemon. And something some people might question as well is that if you get a swap, so your Pokemon dies and you have to swap out, what I do, if everyone's still alive, I'll just roll, and if I get a 1, I might re-roll, but I stick to then everyone's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But let's say I have 3 left, I just go, okay, yep, you're 1, 2, 3, and then you're again 4, 5, 6. I have my own standards and methods, so it just depends on what people say and do. So, as long as you keep a consistency through it, I don't think anyone has a problem. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this, please do Zen Headbutt that like button. Don't forget Discord, Twitch, and Twitter is linked below. And as I said, if you'd like to try a dice battle out, whether it with me, and there's other people on my server who know it, do jump on there. There should be a link as well down below for the rules of dice battle, but if you're not sure or you'd like some help, you can ask me or other people as well, or jump back to the very first dice battle. I give an overlay of it all, because there are rules like bans of choice items and certain moves and that, because it just means that you can't, if you roll a 5, you can't do anything and things like that. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.